evening, sir.
Good evening, how you doing?
You're looking so wonderful tonight.
Thank you.
You're looking great.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you tonight. Hello, viewers. This is Mr. Ayo Olufemi, the person who wrote this book, the author. So, what can you tell us about your book, Concealed? What inspired you to put this together?
Well, Concealed is a book, like the cover of the book should be able to tell the story, right? Because if you look at the image and the artwork on the front of the book, you find the face of a grown-up and adult. That one part of it is okay, and the other part of it has tears coming out. So it tells a lot about the struggles that everyone, as a child, an African child, wherever you grow up in the world. But tonight is about the launching. Tonight, the book is not it's not about me, it's not about Ayo Olufemi, it's about Concealed, it's about the book. It's about the message the book is carrying. So tonight is not all about me. I don't want people to see it as if it's talking about me or I'm the one in the face. It's not about me. Tonight is about the book. It's the baby that's been christened tonight.
That's wonderful.
Thank you so
It's
much.
nice talking with you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, we are live in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the unveiling of the most talked about book at this moment, Concealed, written by Ayo Olufemi. And we are here and the guests are coming in. We'll be seeing fantastic things tonight as we unveil this book. It's a well, written book, and a book that exposes deep things that can really impact the people, can really inspire people. So here tonight we're gonna be having exciting moments, with our guests and everyone coming for this event today. So we are here live on the red carpet tonight, and it's promised to be an exciting moment.
What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depends. The garden, ride the wind. I know if you die or not.
We're glad to have you here tonight. Please, can I meet you?
My name is Ayo Olufemi, aka Mr. Fiesta.
Yeah, my name is Mazi.
My name is Abigail. I'm from Liberia.
My name is Yasin.
My name is Monica Lloyd.
My name is Olu Ajayi,
Okay.
well known as Betujo.
All right, that's wonderful. Who are you to the author?
Yeah, he is like a brother to me. We've come a long way.
Yeah, what can you tell us about Mr. Ayo?
Oh, he's my cousin to start with, and he's been everything you can think of in any human being. He's been there all the way, and he's always going to be there. So,
That's
yeah,
great. That's
he's a
great.
good guy. Yeah.
Who are you to Mr. Ayo?
Yeah, he's a business associate. He's a great author. Basically, we do business together, and I'm here to support him and add his book launch.
That's nice. That's nice.
Mr. Ayo, he's a very nice man. We always get along with him, and he's very respectful, and we respect him. So,
Yeah. Please, what can you say about Mr. Ayo Olufemi, the author of this book, Concealed?
He's a good person.
Nice.
He's my supervisor where I work, and we get along real fine.
Oh, that's good. So, what can you say about Mr. Ayo Olufemi?
Mr. Ayo Olufemi is my uncle. He has been a great uncle so far since I've been in this Indianapolis. He's the one who is like a mentor to me. We look into him, so in anything we do, we go to him, he give us advice. He's a very great mentor. Very great mentor.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Who are you to Mr. Ayo, the author?
friend and colleague.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What do you mean by colleague? You work together?
Yes, we're supervisors at Research Treatment Center.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Who are you to the?
I'm a friend, I'm a brother to him, and we also belong to the same organization.
That's wonderful. A pleasure to have you here, Ms. Patient. Who are you to the author?
He's my supervisor.
Okay. Wow, it seems we have a lot of colleagues of Mr. Ayo here tonight. Have you had the opportunity of, at any point, reading the book?
Yes, that's a very, very
Good question. As a matter of fact, I'm the editor of the book, and I've not only read the book, I've dissected and bisected it pieces.
Wow.
And I tell you that it's very significant to me.
Yeah, when he told you he wrote the book, what was your reaction? How did you feel?
I was glad. I was really happy because it's more like putting emotions into words. Okay. This is a life story, and this is something that's been true and it's real. So you can actually see. I mean, when you go through the book, you can actually see a whole lot of things there that you can easily relate with. Either you from Africa, or from America, from Asia, from China, any part of the world, it's something that is related.
So when he told you he wrote a book, how did you feel? You know?
I was excited, and I wanted to read a book.
Nice.
That's what I'm here tonight.
Nice. When he told you he wrote a book, what was your reaction?
I mean, I was very happy, first of all, because Indy and the Nigerians around Indy are starting to tell their story. So I mean, it's amazing. It's an inspiration for the kids out there. I mean, it kind of lets us know. I mean, we can have our own opinion. We can write books. We can come to America. We can compete. So it's awesome. It's awesome.
When you heard he wrote a book, how did you feel?
I told him congratulations because it's something new in the community, and then I know that he was going to do a good job. So I'm like, I can't wait to come, and I can't wait to get one of the copy of the book to read it too.
Nice. That's good. How do you feel when you heard he wrote the book?
I was excited. I really want to read a book and find out what it's about. So that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
I want to get one copy and see and read it and enjoy it. So
I thought it was great. It's just going to help him to go to his next level.
That's wonderful.
I've read this book like 5 times. So
wow, that's really nice. That's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good talking to you, Mr. Fiesta.
Thank you very much.
They try to do on my way. Plenty so far we face. Just to make sure money day. But my people don't say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one die. I want enjoy, I want
Lovely family. Release your name beside you. I'm gonna see you dancing.
Will you marry me? No, I met you today. And she said, you don't even know my father. Oh, the mommy, you don't know my mother. Can you pay my rent price? It's just $1 million.
You can join it with the celebration. I will go for that. Ayo Olufemi. Look at that beautiful family right there. What a loving family of Mr. Ayo Olufemi. You know, I'm still looking for a wife.
Good evening, everyone. I am happy, to have the pleasure and opportunity to do this part and to introduce a very talented Arthur, a very talented man that is among us. So I'll just read a little bit of him and just give you guys a brief background. So, Ayo Olufemi is the Vice President of Exclusive Club of Indiana, USA. He is also the CEO, founder of Cento Nation Records and Cento Nation Foundation. He has held several responsibilities on some major media platforms, such as presenter of Matter Rising on Mommy's TV USA, and Free Zone on Anta Radio, a UK-based online radio station. Ayo was the youth president of Redeemed Christian Church of God, Zona headquarters in Akure North, Ondo State, Nigeria, 2002. He was the pioneer editor-in-chief of Jesus Embassy Tonic Magazine, Jet Mag, RCCG, and Ita Obodu, Ondo State, Nigeria. He is an alumni of Olomo Grammar School and Ita Obodu College of Education, University of Nigeria in Nisuka, and Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, USA. So Ayo is a youth leader and a motivational speaker and author. Thank you.
So I'm going to call out Monica Lloyd. A round of applause for applause. To come and give us the book review and also answer some questions if you guys have.
First, I want to ask you about your father. You have 3 children of your own. In your lifestyle, during your life, you had a lot of tragic things in your childhood. Now, how does that affect you in raising your children?
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know it's not easy, to be out here tonight. Like, we have so many events going on right now in churches and
Mr. Ayo, excuse me. We are here for you. We want to hear your voice. We want you to talk from us from the bottom of your heart when you wrote this book.
Okay. Well, yes, I want to thank everybody for coming out again. It's an honor, to have you guys here. And it's not easy to bring family members, brothers, sisters, father, mothers, and everybody here because of me, because of one person. I'm honored. And, it is my prayers that whatever that you all set your hearts on, that God Almighty will grant it for you. And quickly to answer that question, like I said, there's a part in the book that says that we all have our own life stories. You have your story, you can share my own story, but I'm not going to stop you, from telling your own story. I won't. But the greatest thing, the greatest mistake that you make in life is not sharing a story that can benefit somebody out there. The book, it will tell you what it's all about. Like the graphics on the image it's portrayed. It will tell you, just looking at it, you get to know, you see an adult. The one part of the adult is smiling. I mean, it's not smiling, sorry, it's just there, looking. And the other part has tears coming down, running down. So it tells a lot about the emotions, about the pain, the suffering that goes on in everybody's life, individuals. And that's why I respect everybody, because, I don't know what you've been through as a child. I don't know what you've been through, even as a father right now, in your homes. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you're going through. But each time we put our coats on, we put our shirts on, and we go out. We go out to our work, we go out to club, we go out to meet friends and everything. And some people will be smiling as if nothing has even happened. But if you go to them and ask them questions, if you really poke them, then you get to know the things that many people have been through. So as a father, it has helped me a lot, because you get to a bridge and you decide whether you want to jump into the ocean or the river, or you want to walk through to the other side of the bridge. But for me, I decided I was going to walk through. I decided I wasn't going to jump. I decided I wasn't going to quit on myself. And I decided that I wasn't going to be a bad father. So I decided I was going to be a good husband and a good father to my children. You know, I wouldn't, like in my life, allow what I've been through as a child to deter, you know, the good part of me, to stop me from being a wonderful father to my kids.
Encouragement.
You know, when I finished this book, I decided not to even touch it again. I decided not to even read it because it was scary for me to go back to the book. And even in the process of writing it, that's why, you know, huge kudos to Mr. Fiesta. You know, he was the fuel. You know, he was the fuel pushing and everything. It took me 2 months to, like, I abandoned the project for 2 months. I said I wasn't going back to read. Then he said, this story is a story that has to be out there. You need to finish it. So I went back and I started doing it again. You know, what I'm just saying in essence is, it's not easy to come out and, you know, rip yourself out and strip yourself of everything and be vulnerable and write about yourself and write about something you've been through. So that is what it entails. So about the godmother, let me go back to her. She came up, and when I wanted to write my WAEC, everyone that knows WAEC is the exam you have to write to go to the university in Nigeria and western part of Africa. You know, my dad is one of those fathers in Africa that will be like, okay, if you don't do something for them, if you don't do, you know, like housework, like, you know, help them. Like some people that have farm, you know, farm. You understand me? Your father will say, if you don't go with them to the farm, you know. So we don't have farm, but my father, you know, is a soldier. But there are some things that he wants you to do, and if you don't do it, his own punishment will be, well, maybe I'll not pay your school fees on time. And we have to let our parents know that it's, you know, and it's unfortunate, some fathers are still living that kind of a life right now. It's painful. As a father, as a parent, regardless of what your child does, you know, you have to like understand that it's not their will for them to come into your life. You and the mother brought them to this life, and you should never let them regret even ever coming to this world. So I wrote it in the book like that. So this woman was one that was in the forefront fighting for me. This woman was one that came to my house and, you know, quarreled with my dad, and he said some things, I don't know how to translate it in English, you know, in Yoruba, she said it, that, you know, that in Yoruba it says, and he told Loriko Nifila, you know, that you have a son that's as brilliant as this, you don't even want to invest in him. I wanted to become a medical doctor, but they don't see the vision, they don't understand it. They don't really understand that, you know, I was the only one pushing and struggling and everything. And this woman fought so hard that she made sure that she got the money from my dad, and I sat for that the exam and everything. And you know, at the end of the day, when I won the American Visa Lottery, you have to have 5 level credits, right? That was the results that brought me to the US. You know, so see how powerful what she did was in my life. So that's why I wrote a chapter for her. And also, her first son happens to be my friend in college and everything. And he died mysteriously. It was painful, you know, and till date, I still mourn him because he was a very wonderful boy. You know, he was a very wonderful lad. He died at 21, we were 21 years old when he died, you know. He would have been a great lad today. You know, it's painful, so I would just like that.
So, good job, Mr. Seto. My name is Okwala. So, you mentioned something about Ikeme Funa. And for those that read the book, you can tell that, what's the name? The main character in Things Fall Apart. Is it Okon or I can't remember? Okonkwo, yeah. Okonkwo killed Ikeme Funa due to fear of failure and the fact that his father was a debtor. His father had the list of debtors on his wall. So the highest one, if you come, he's going to tell you your money is still small. I need to pay the one with the bigger money. So my question goes to the fact that sometimes all these things, childhood memories and all that, they kind of tend to create a mental health situation And sometimes, especially for men, sometimes when you share problems, they'll tell you, oh, you're a man. And you see, it's almost a sign of weakness to tell the brother, this is what I'm going through. They say, oh, you're a man. It happens a lot to men. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to play any gender thing here. So what do you have to say about reaching out for help? Because mental health is a very serious situation these days. And a lot of people are working on the street and they don't even know what is going on. They don't even know they have this problem. A lot of people have this issue. So what do you have to say about that?
Thank you, Mr. Owe. We all know that if you're working in the behavioral health department here in the US, you must have worked with kids that has mental challenges and some other things. And with my experience, working so many years, I worked 7 years somewhere. Right now I'm working in another part, a place that I've worked for almost 4 years now, and as a supervisor there. And I've been able to see what some kids are going through. And the thing with mental problem, you cannot fault anybody because they don't choose to be in that situation. That's number 3. And your question says, as a man, there are so many people out there that are scared to come out there. I wouldn't use, don't let me use scared. Because some people out there that, if they come out and say, I'm going through this, I'm thinking about hurting myself, I'm thinking about jumping in the river, I'm thinking about killing myself. Don't be scared to go out there and say, because you are a man, why are you thinking like that? Why do you think you want to do that to yourself? Then I said something when I started talking here. There's nothing bad in being vulnerable. Like, your weakness is part of your strength. And my book is something that has helped me to pour out all those emotions. And sometimes, like Fiesta, and people, when you have people that together, you have issues together and so many things, but when both of you still talk and discuss and see what is going on, it helps a lot. I've been able to have 1 or 2 people that I've been able to tell some things to and be like, okay, I'm not feeling well today. One of my cousins is here. I like making examples of it. My cousin, Damilola, Lubanji, is here. In 2010, when I was going through a very difficult and darkest moment of my life, he was right there. And with my wife, right? It's in the book too. He was right there. Many times I would be, trying to do something, and this dude will stand by me and be like, man, and my wife also will be telling me that, come, business and everything are just, your life is the most important thing, and you have a brighter future. There are so many people that hasn't even had what you have to offer. You understand? So yes, sometimes it's difficult reaching out because you don't want people to make fun of you, make jest of you, laugh about it. Some people go behind your back and say, oh, Mr. A came to me and told me about what he's going through. Do you believe it? He's suffering from that. I don't even know. That's the kind of society we live in right now. But if you can get a very strong human being that you can relate with, it's good. And I'm just saying this out there as a man. If you have a problem, if you have something you're thinking and that is working emotionally in your life, reach out to somebody you trust so much that you can talk to. I have so many people that have reached out to me, talk to me about what they're going through, and they know it's confidential. And we talk about it, find solution, and we move on. And we pray about it too.
First of all, my name is Mazi. I want to say tremendous job you've done. Shout out to you and the team. My question is, how did you manage to bridge the gap? How did you manage to bridge the gap between the African community and the African American community in your book, especially with the fact that the book, is tailored for the general audience. I know there might be a partial disconnect between these 2 cultures. So I wanted to, find out how you succeeded in doing that, because I can see that the both cultures are really interested in the book. Thank you very much.
If I'm allowed to tell you that. Okay. When we talk about culture, like when you're writing a book, you have to look at so many things, put so many things into consideration. I'm living in the United States, and I'm writing as an African child. I'm writing about a book about a child, an African child, and things that happens in Africa, right? But when you look at it, there are so many behavioral issues and challenges going on, even here in America. And the most important thing is, I was talking to somebody one day, a Uber driver. I told him I wrote a book. He said, "What's the book about?" And I shared with him what the book is about. And he said, "Wow." He said, "You know, there are so many American fathers and mothers that don't even understand the level of parenting you wrote in that book. They can't appreciate it because they don't understand." So the book speaks to every culture. The book touches, it's not a book for a Nigerian child alone. It's a book for an American child. Actually, I read this book to one of the residents we work with. I was sitting there, she was having an issue as a supervisor. I came in there and I was sitting with this child and I was reading the book. She felt calmed. I told her I said, "Man, what you guys are going through, most of us from Africa, we've been through times 10 of what you guys are going through. And we never behaved like this." So, the culture sometimes hasn't helped. It hasn't. But I put it in there, like you see what the pastor did to a child, you see what the mother did to a child, you see what the dad did to a child, the community at large, what they did to a child. And yet, this child was able to come out and change the course of destiny. This child should have been a tout. This child should have just gone out there and be useless for the community. Where I come from, they'll be like, "Oh, you are useless for the community," not even for yourself alone, for the society. But this child turned things around, because if, for example, I'm the child in the book, if I had lived a kind of life that's not, that cannot speak well, sit well with a child of destiny, I won't be sitting here today and addressing you guys. I won't have written a book like Conceal and putting it out there. So that's what the book is all. It touches every culture, America, Africa.
Thank you.
2 questions. Number 1 is why do you title this book Concealed? I don't know if anybody has asked that question before. Why do you choose the name Concealed? And second, you said you have some manuscript out. What would it be your next project? What's the title you're going to name your next project? Thank you.
Well, let me answer the second question first. Yes, there are some manuscripts on ground right now. But the thing is, I went to College of Education in Ekiti. I was an executive. I was the editor-in-chief of the first magazine in the fellowship. I graduated and started working with the provincial pastor of Ekiti State, FAJ Titus, helping UNAD, Federal Poliado with magazine stuff and everything around 2002 when I graduated in 2003. So then I started talking, even in school, started giving out motivational talks and everything. And it helps a lot. I've had so many people come to me with their problems. They don't even know those things they are talking about. I'm passing through it and I'm still suffering it. But because for somebody to have come to you and ask you for help, they have seen something in you. Then I gave that help, even though I was suffering what they were saying. I didn't show it. I helped them in that aspect, and many of them are doing well for themselves today in Lagos. So that is that about it. The books I have on ground are, motivational books that will help in businesses and so many things. I'm still learning my trades anyway, but it's going to be that. And about Conceal, I'm just going to move close to that. I don't know if this speaker will allow me. Like right now, if you look at this is what I've been talking about. It took a lot of work to come out with this. I didn't do it alone. Sitting with Fiesta, sometimes we sit overnight thinking. So I didn't just sit down and say, "Oh, let me name it Concealed." Or I didn't just sit down and say, "Oh, let me bring an artwork on a front cover like this." And the lady that did this, she's in school right now in Ibadan. I've never met her in my life. I just saw what she did about abuse on Instagram. She drew, she's an artist. So I said, "I have this project. Can you come up with something like this?" She brought something. I would say, no. This is what we want to do. When she came with this, I said, "Wow, that is it." If you look at this is an adult right now. This part of him is okay. Look at this person right here. We don't know what is going on. Then the other part is telling us the pain, the struggles, the tribulations and everything that this person is going through. So that is what we thought about it and say concealed. Concealed is you are seeing me, but deep down you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know the pain. You don't know the suffering. You don't know anything. But when you take it and you read through, you now see from the Genesis down to the end of it all. Thank you.
Please put your hands together for the author, the man of the moment, Mr. Ayo Olufemi. I have asked you to put your hands together for so many reasons, but one significant reason is that I have a personal relationship with this gentleman, but I stand here to say this before all of you today and before him that throughout our journey on this book project, from day one, over a year ago, Mr. Ayo Olufemi has surpassed my expectation regards the respect that he has for the business relationship that we have. He has surpassed my expectation regards the respect that he has for the contracts that we both signed on this book project. And he also surpassed my expectation for being very, very faithful, honest, and committed financially to this book project, even at those times that they were very, very difficult for him to do. I say today, God will continue to bless you. I appreciate you for calling on me to be part of this epoch-making occasion and this very, very awesome project. May God continue to bless you. Can I go back to your seat? God bless you.
Amen.
I needed to acknowledge that because in our community, we don't really respect contracts. I don't respect business relationship. But I respect that young man and I had to mention as an integral part of my speech. I also want to appreciate everyone who has gone through this process or also going through this process. By that, I want to recognize those who have engaged me and those who have not engaged me. I have a young man here I would like to appreciate who is also an author. Would you put your hands together for an author, an erudite writer, and an entertainer, Mr. MC Ugonolistica. Put your hands together for him. We are celebrating Ayo Olufemi and Conceal, but we need to also acknowledge people who are in the same field. Mazi Ifeanyi, put your hands together for him. Mazi Ifeanyi, blog. I also have one of my clients who's also a writer here in our midst, Mrs. Fumi Layo. Ms. Fumi Layo Adekoya Abiola. Put your hands together for her. She's also an author. We are celebrating authorship tonight. Finally, I want to thank Mrs. Olufumilayo Olufemi for the support, for those times that he had to stay up late to write his book, and for the love and encouragement you have given him. God bless you and God bless your kids and every member of the family. God bless you. On the final note, I want to thank all of you for coming. And I want to thank this very, very beautiful woman, very, very special, elegant, wonderful woman, Arike. God bless you. Thank you very much. Those times I sneaked out to work on Mr. Ayo Olufemi's book, and you wonder what I was doing late at night. You see the result now. God bless. Put your hands together for her. Finally, I will end up by rounding up with this speech from late Chief of Afime Olowo. Hail ye this dawn that brings the bright light. Happy is the day of light. When hope seems to fade in the heat of faith and our face quail in the fight, then it was God who came to our rescue and so brings us to this day. Happy, happy, happy is the day of light. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo. God bless you all. Thank you.
So, before I call on the altar, I'd like to say just one thing here. A lot of us, we dream, we have ideas. 99% of us, we're all guilty of it one way or the other. But just 1% take a step further to pursue that dream. So tonight, we celebrate someone who took it a step further to pursue the dream he conceived. See, conceived, right? So I want everybody to stand up and bring out Ayo Olufemi. So everybody rise up, please. And let's give a round of applause to Ayo Olufemi, aka Seto Baba. So, good job. I pray this book is going to go far, touch lives everywhere around the globe. So we unveil this book conceived by Ayo Olufemi in the name of the Father. Amen. We unveil this book. We unveil this book conceived by Ayo Olufemi, aka Seto Baba, in the name of the Father, Amen. The Son, Amen. And the Holy Spirit. Amen. Go forth.
Life. I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I know feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the with me, I know feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, my boat, I'm paddling. Sharashina fella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. But my people then go say, I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I know feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip, I know feet, die for nothing. Oh no, I now.
Quickly, I want to thank everybody for coming out. When I started my speech, I personally thanked and prayed for everybody that came out to this show, this book launch. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's not easy, to leave your family, to leave your work, to leave your homes and everything behind just to come and honor just one person and honor somebody. And I'm really honored. And this event would have been possible without each and every one of you. And I say God Almighty will bless you. Quickly, I want to thank the CEO Kalakuta Lounge, Shola, Makibola, Shola Infinity. He has been very terrific and supportive throughout this process. He always tells me that trust, don't just worry, just come, we got this. Even till the very moment that we started everything, he was right behind me, supporting me with everything. So I want to thank him so much for everything he has done. The last time I had my birthday and record launch here in Kalakuta, the other side, he was very tremendous with support too. So tonight, I want to say a big thank you to Kalakuta, the CEO of Kalakuta Lounge, and every staff of Kalakuta. And also everybody that came out again, I want to say, thank you so much. Every member of Exclusive Club of Indiana, thanks for the support. Mr. Ola Olimaski, Miss Ola, and Mr. Sheyi Ashipa, I see you over there, my brother. I know you had to travel, it wasn't easy to rush down here. God Almighty bless you. And my ex-president, we call him patron, Mr. Ayo Olufemi. God Almighty will bless you, and God Almighty will approach your home. And Mrs. Stella, Adeoba, thank you so much. The Olubangis, the Ojos, the Onis, figure out, Mr. Sugar Daddy, thank you so much, Mr. Esco. Thank you so much, my able photo. Mr. Atoms, thank you so much. And my wonderful brother from the Republic of Benin, Atlantis Video, thank you so much for coming out and for supporting. And quickly, I want to thank my colleague, my friend, Miss Monica, all the way from a place of work. Thank you for supporting me, you know. And like you said, I'm a clown, I'm crazy. You know, when your spirit, your body is not in one place, you just running around, people think you're something else. Thank you so much. And I want to assure you guys that Conceal is going to reach out to every part of the world. Conceal is going to touch every life out there. Thank you so much. God bless you. I wish you all safe journey back to your abode. Thank you.
Yeah.